Hey guys, Crypto Wally here. This is the XRP chart. I wanted to go over a couple things. I've actually been watching this fractal play out for the past month, really a little more closely with the magnifying glass, because I've seen some things that are very similar that's kind of showing me where we are in this market cycle, and it leads me to believe that we can see a really, really big pump in the next couple months, if not by the end of the year. So let's just get in this really quick. I want to try to make it short and simple, but right here, this is the old pattern right here before it went on the crazy rise. I'm not going into price targets, but I'm more going on to just, you can sort of see how similar the fractal plays out. Except this time, this one went a little more flat, this one went a little more down, but that's fine because it's a highly speculative asset. So what I'm really looking for is this part basically being, we're somewhere in this, but we don't know it. And I think it's the same thing. So let me just get into this and really show you what I mean. So I've been really watching this market cycle. Let me just put that and put it right here for now. Let's just zoom into the old. So right before we blew off, we didn't even know. Same thing I'm looking for, and I want you guys to understand where my head's at. And so we have this pump up, and we have a little shoulder, we have a head, and another shoulder with that pump down. So you can kind of see that, and that looks really good. And obviously, like head and shoulders, they have a pretty good chance of reversal. And it was one of the biggest dips before. At this time, back in 2017, a lot of the other coins were already rallying, and XRP was the only one going down. So it's always dipping down before it pops up. So it really shakes people out really, really quick. And that's one thing you have to really watch out for. So let's just go over here now that I have that fractal. Go back all the way to present. All right, so now we're getting a little closer. Let's zoom out a little bit. So this is the part. Try not to mess the fractal up too much. Like obviously, like the timing's not gonna be the same, so don't get mad at me for that. But really, if you look at these, they just right here is this. So obviously, like I said, the timing's a little off, but I've been really looking for this move to kind of give us a more clear head and shoulders pattern. So let me just go back and actually bars and pattern this and show you something that's pretty exciting. There we go. So obviously, like right here on the old pattern, there's a huge bar up, but we didn't get that huge bar. It's just kind of a slow grind because it's XRP and there's a lot of freaking bud. So it's kind of playing out the same way, and it's looking like, obviously you guys can say whatever you want. It's not financial advice, but this is the shoulder, like I said, the head, and the other shoulder before we go up. Same thing. I can sort of, if you look right here, a little shoulder, a little head. And really, I've been watching, it's been going sideways, but I've been looking for this dip down. And I think it still can go a little more like right here. And that would just be more confirmation that we're in this same cycle right here. It's kind of a fake out before the real big breakout. So that's one thing that leads me to believe. And if we go here on the Bitcoin chart, this will show you something. So we're also pretty close to an actual breakout of cycle highs. Let's put that right there. So we're really close. We've been touching this a couple times and we've been getting more comfortable. So you can either play it from here or you can play from the inside of the candles too. And if you look, try to line it up. Look how close. We're like on the line. So even if we just close a little bit green above this for this month, I would still be super, super bullish. because right now we're on the line. It's a little break up, and if it's a little tiny like this and it's green, that's usually bullish that we're going to go up, hopefully more. So obviously you see all these times they really hit, they come back down. But even if you look on like the daily chart for Bitcoin, most times it hits this rejection level. It gets pretty, it just comes up and shoots down. Comes up, shoots down. But the thing is, this time it's getting very coiled up, it's building a lot of momentum, which leads me to believe that it's going up, even though this big dip right here didn't really, it dropped, but it hasn't broken this trend line. For me, yeah, you guys can use trend lines or not, but I think they work pretty well. And like right here, you see it just break down. Here, comes up, it breaks down, but then it comes back up, breaks down, comes back up, breaks down, and it hasn't really validated, or it kind of hasn't made this trend not likely. But anything could happen. It could just keep coiling up in here before it really breaks out. And once it breaks out, I think that all these other coins will start actually breaking out. So this is the XRP Bitcoin chart. This is the old past, and it goes in this little ascending, descending triangle. Just place that here, and it kind of coils up a little tighter into there. Same thing with this. I think it's the same, but I don't know. We could go a little longer. We could go another 6 months to a year, but honestly, I'm pretty bullish that something's going to happen soon, because if you haven't been seeing all the other altcoins rallying like crazy, like even if you're looking at VeChain, look at it. XRP is like right here. So we're not like, we're about to do this and maybe even go up more. It could just be one green candle, because that's the thing with XRP. You have to understand it's a totally different animal. So all the other coins will rally and pump. Look at Digibyte going. It's breaking through the all-time high, or the trend line. That's the resistance. All these other coins, but with XRP, what happens? It just keeps going down. So definitely I see something coming up to this, right around this range, and then going up higher. So if all these other coins keep rallying, I think it is alt season. It leads me to believe that something is big is happening. So we'll go back to the XRP BTC chart. Another thing that kind of gives me a little information is you see the big spike in volume, but even look from this. Look at the growing volume. It's growing, even with actual XRP chart. It's been steadily growing. In a couple of these, look at it. They're already passing all-time highs. So the volume and liquidity is there. It's just a matter when all the cards will start going in the right direction. But I'm very confident that this is going to come very soon, sometime in 2020 or early 2021. But this fractal is playing off very, very similar. So I would really watch out for XRP, and I wouldn't bet against it during this time, because it's the time, like I said, it's going to go down while the other coins go up, and then it's just going to shoot up, and it's going to lock everybody out. Everybody can talk all the smack they want about XRP, but the thing is, the whole bull run for XRP was literally, this was 2 months. This was like 23 days. So a total of 3 months, your life can change if you invest in the right place in the right time. Obviously, I'm still a bull in other altcoins, don't get me wrong, but XRP is one of my biggest positions, because look at this whole trend line. It's been just the whole time below it. Another thing too is if you look at the moving average, we're like we were snug below it, but this is the time where this shakes out a lot of people. There's been a lot of FUD where the whole community sees that XRP is going down. I see people left and right saying, oh, I've been holding for 3 or 2 years, and finally I'm selling and I'm going into Chainlink or Digibyte. And that's cool, but at the same time, this is giving me more bullish confirmation that we're going to go down and shoot up. And that's when you see a lot of people capitulate, is when XRP will do that. So there's a big FUD campaign against XRP, because it's the only coin in my portfolio that hasn't made me profit. So, and I'm very confident that this will do exactly this. So don't bet against XRP. Keep doing your own research. It's not financial advice, but I've been looking at this for the past couple months. It's been kind of psyching me out that it's actually starting to follow the same trend from the last bull market cycle. So just stay tuned, keep watching, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Peace.